Hello, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Now you can see the cursor. I had deactivated it for the purpose of recording Talos Principle and forgot to turn it on again for this game, where you should be able to see the cursor. I think that's the better way. So we are pretty much done with Candlekeep, and I'm eager to find out what is beyond. So let's talk to Gorion.
It shall be as you wish.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there's no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. What could possibly harm us here? This place is a fortress, and guarded beyond measure. Candlekeep is indeed a formidable obstacle for narrow duels, but it is not unsurmountable. No matter how thick the mesh, at least one mosquito always finds its way through. No, my child, we must leave as soon as possible for our safety, for that of our friends here. Please, father, tell me where we will be going. Alas, I cannot, for I have not truly decided yet. All that is certain is that we will be far safer on the move. Perhaps the woods might offer some secluded security, or perhaps the city of Baldur's Gate would offer cover amidst its gleaming throngs of people. I do not know where we shall end up, but I have a few friends here and there. I will think on this. What should I bring with me on this journey? If you would just give me some clue as to what I will need. My dear child, you should know yourself well enough to purchase the gear you need. I have given you what I can spare, so hurry off to the inn and speak with Winthrop. Use your skills as a reference and buy what basics you must, though spend wisely. His prices are fair, but you may not have enough gold to purchase all that you want. Just wait a little longer. There are a few more things I must do. So to recap, we bought nothing. We have Potion of Healing, which we got for a quest, a dagger that we found on an enemy. We sold everything else, so from the 50 gold we got, we have now made 80. But I wanted to check one more little thing. Oh, that's a long way up here. I wanted to check what he had to offer. I think, if I remember right, it was a scroll that would be very handy. And something
Wisdom
else.
is only possessed by the learned.
So he has 20 potions of healing, an elixir of health. Can I check what it does? Yes. Cures poison and disease and heals 10 hit points. Okay. He has antidote and stone to flesh scroll. Remove the effects of petrification from anyone. Oh, that's very nice, but I don't have the money, so that's only possible for thieves. What I wanted to do also was just to something else here. Oh. What the fuck was that noise? I wanted to rest. Nah, rest isn't R. What's rest? It doesn't have a hotkey.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
I wanted my spell
It shall
back.
be as you wish.
As I'm level 1, I only have this one spell used, and I don't want to go anywhere without having that available to me. So, there. There first. I want to enter Candlekeep. because we might miss out on that if we speak to him. But I don't know if I can pass him on his stairs. It is locked. Of course it is locked.
You must learn to be patient, child.
I'm ready to go right now. Cutscene.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I am sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Run, child.
My spleen! My life's blood seeps out.
Oh. He's saving me. I think he killed some. He's killed 2. And he died. So he told us to go to some inn.
Especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Hey, it's me, Emmeline.
Sorry I followed ya, but I never get out of Candlekeep and these monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets neither. I saw Gorion, and I'm so sorry. Kinda figured something bad might happen to you out there. How could you have known? Gorion did not even tell me. I accidentally, of course, read a letter on his desk the other day. Can't remember exactly what it said, but he might still have. It might be on his body. Anyway, I'm not gonna let you wander around out here all alone. Never let a friend down, no sir. Stick with you until you say otherwise, I will. Interesting, there's everything of the fight there. Could you have won the fight if it was real rolls? And we gain 2 gold because she's a thief and she comes with gold free. What's that?
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Oh, that's the border. We are where? Candlekeep, 4 traveling hours. High Hatch, 8 traveling hours. Barragos, destination unreachable. Friendly Arm Inn, that's where we should go. Destination unreachable. So, escape. Okay, that's a travel. Oh, and if I click too low, it becomes another icon again. Okay. So look at her inventory. She has as a weapon a short bow. She has a wand of magic missiles. She has a wand of magic missiles, so I can give that to my character. And he can take it as a quick item. She has also 3 health potions, normal health potions. Yeah, what do they do? 9 hit points, okay. And she has the oil of speed, doubles movement and attack rates. 1 hour, okay. Otherwise, she's a thief. We can go to her bio. When asked about her past, Imoen slaps her shoulder playfully. She says that you of all people should know, seeing as how you grew up together. Indeed, some of your fondest memories are of meeting this sprightly young lass. She apparently came to Candlekeep much as you did, though 10 years later in life, and she spent much more time with the gruff Winthrop than Gorion. Puffguts, she would call him, much to the old innkeep's dismay. She seems the eternal child, and is quite content to play the part of little sister, though you are both of comparable ages. You can tell by her hearty smile that she will always be willing to travel with you, no matter what path you take. So that's saying that she will always have the same alignment as me, so if I'm crazy evil, a chaotic evil, she will be too, so I'm not neutral good, so is she. Her class is a thief. Thief is a skilled pilferer, cunning, nimbleness, and stealth are his hallmarks. Whether he turns his talents against innocent passerbys and wealthy merchants, or oppressors and monsters, is a choice for the thief to make. May not armor heavier than leather, may not equip shields larger than buckler, may only use such weapons, only be proficient in any weapon class and any fighting style, may distribute 25 points per level in thieving abilities. Open locks, pickpockets, find traps, move silently, hide in shadow, detect illusions, set traps, start with basic scores of 10% in open locks, 5 in find traps, 15 in pickpockets, 10 in move silently, and 5 in hide shadows. May backstab for increased damage. Double damage from backstab. May use the set snare ability once per day, gains 1 use at level 1 and an additional use every 5 levels thereafter. Set a trap in the chosen location where no hostile creatures are inside. Traps grow more powerful with achieved level and can only be triggered by enemies. 2d8 plus 5 missile damage, and does the same in the 11th level, but deals poison damage too. Then it removes the poison, gets fire, and then poison damage without save, and gives a certain death thingy. So always, every time I see the save versus death thing, I think, oh boy, don't let the enemies have a skill with that, so I roll to survive. That's not good. Comets, she has short sword and short bow proficiency, so I should get her a short sword. Average reputation, she knows less lore than we do, but she has quite the impressive skill set here. Good at finding traps and moving silently, slightly less good at picking pockets and opening locks, less good in hiding in shadows, cannot detect illusions, can set traps, and has a backstab multiplier. She can open doors with 9? What? I have no idea what that is supposed to entail.
It shall
So
be as you wish.
Will she follow me if I'm not select? Okay, I have to select both. I thought the AI turned off.
You have but to ask.
I think it is turned on now. Do we have a map screen? Yes. North of us, we'll find my father. Oh man. North of us? Yes, north of us. I'll have to read that letter. That's very important. Does she have 20 arrows and 20 arrows? Do they stack? Yes, of course they do. It's just for us to notice that. Can we attack the thing? No. Okay, we find stuff on the ground here. We have leather armor
You're a queer
for her.
fellow.
I did that wrong. I wanted to give it directly to her, and she can wear it. She has an armor class of 10. Now she has an armor class of 8, and gives missile and piercing. It's worse against missile and piercing if I... Armor class 8, 10 versus piercing and missile, so it doesn't help against piercing and missile attacks because it's just leather, but it somehow helps against like blunt attacks. Okay, it has a weight of 15, which is not great. Leather armor, despite the popular misconception, is not soft and supple like the leathers used to make a ranger's boots or a druid's robe. That kind of leather offers no better protection than common clothing. So this is like studded leather, or however they call it.
You have but to ask.
There were more. It's a long sword, which nobody can use, and gold.
I shall attend to it in a trice. You have but to ask.
There is a morning star, which nobody can use, and a silver necklace, which can just be sold, but it cannot be identified. Gold and another short bow.
You have but to ask.
We get a dagger, gold, a belt that has to be identified, and Gorion scroll. So we look in our inventory, Gorion scroll. My friend Gorion, please forgive the abruptness which I now write, but time is short and there is much to be done. What we have long feared may soon come to pass, though not in the manner foretold, and certainly not in the proper time frame. As we both know, forecasting these events has proved increasingly difficult, leaving little option other than a leap of faith. We have done what we can for those in thy care, but the time nears when we must step back and let matters take what course they will. We have perhaps been a touch too sheltering to this point. Despite my desire to remain neutral in this matter, I could not in good conscience let events proceed without some measure of warning. The other side will move very soon, and I urge thee to leave Candlekeep this very night if possible. The darkness may seem equally threatening, but a moving target is much harder to hit regardless of how sparse the cover. A fighting chance is all that can be asked for at this point. Should anything go awry, do not hesitate to seek aid from travelers along the way. I do not need to remind thee that it is a dangerous land, even without our current concerns, and a party is stronger than an individual in all respects. Should additional assistance be required, I understand that Jaheira and Khalid are currently at the Friendly Arm Inn. They know little of what has passed, but they are ever thy friends and will no doubt help however they can. Luck be with us all. I'm getting too old for this. E. Copy note? Not copied. So, what's with the note? Is it here? Where are my notes? Do I have notes somewhere? In my journal, of course. 40 wins. With Gorion slain, I must continue onward by myself. My first destination should be the friendly arm into the north. Gorion claims that his former associates Khalid and Jahira will be there waiting for me. And I've copied it to here. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And do we have something else? No. So let's look through the items. We have this belt, which has a weight of 2. Girdles are generally similar to belts. Unlike belts, girdles are not used to hold up pants and dungarees, but to carry pouches, scabbards, and the like. Okay, it's a girdle and not a belt, so the item description is lying. Identify it by doing nothing. Damn it, so I have to memorize. Identify. No. Okay, next time I use my spell. I don't know how it works, that's a problem. I don't know if I, first... What the fuck? Background. Okay. That's like, there you can walk and there you can't walk, okay? We are most likely to turn up there. I don't know where. That's me pressing W instead of the up key. Okay. What's that? Diseased gibbering, uninjured.
Yes?
So I wanna kill you. And you will just wasted an arrow because you couldn't wait. So nothing to do here. Take out my withered book. Memorize, identify. Unmemorize. What?
I shall attend to it in a trice.
I thought I can... It was supposed to be able to memorize, identify here. Quick save, but I will have to look that up. I'm pretty sure that I'm supposed to go to the mage book and use this button to memorize a spell. I do want to dememorize the magic missile and want to memorize identify. Can't I change what I memorize? There is no such thing as a help button. Okay, is it there? Reveal details. Yeah, that's the tab button, okay. I can be always on, that's also interesting. Select all, yes, that's quite a good shortcut to have. Okay, now we are at the topmost thing, so let's go to the right and attack it. Okay, I shouldn't have wasted my magic missile on that. So now, can I please... I cannot. Ah! That's the way. Okay. Memorized, identify. Go here. Rest. Okay, we have a new resting cutscene if I'm resting outside. I think the last one it was in like a hearth fire. So now I can identify with a spell. So I have a cold resistance, double cold resistance, but double fire-based damage. And this one will be ignored, but it will be sold. Fire is normally
What you want?
a more common type of magic than cold, so it's not good to trade defenses like that.